Hello and welcome to today's edition of the Daf Yomi. Menachot Daf, thank you. Menachot Daf 100 Amud B, Part 2. The Gemara answers. The Brayta decides Rabbi Shimon's opinion states one reason why meat cooked in milk is susceptible to impurity and another. One reason is that it is food that you can feed to others. Therefore, it is called food for the purpose of being susceptible to impurity. And another reason is that even for him, i.e. a Jew, although it is commonly prohibited to eat the milk and meat, it had a time when when each was fit to be eaten. So what's the footnote? The Dide Nami Haisalo Sha'asa Kosher. By contrast, with regard to the other cases mentioned, such as the ox that was stoned, they never had a time when they were fit to be eaten. The reason is that since all animals have the presumptive status of being forbidden until they are slaughtered properly, therefore, even when these animals were still alive, they were neither permitted for consumption nor susceptible to its impurity. See Rashi. With regard to diverse kinds in a vineyard, despite the fact that they could have been fit for consumption before they were prohibited, they still could not be susceptible to impurity. This is because the prohibition takes effect while they are attached to the ground, and items attached to the ground are not susceptible to impurity. Okay. Before they cook together, therefore they remain susceptible to impurity. The Gemara raises an objection to the opinion of Rabbi Shaya from a Brayta. Rabbi Shimon says, there is a case of the leftover of an offering that is susceptible to its impurity of food. Although it is prohibited to derive benefit from the meat of an offering left over beyond the time during which it is permitted for consumption, the meat is still susceptible to impurity of food. In according to the opinion of Rabbi Shimon, the Rambam Sefer Tahara Hilchot Tumas Orchanin 125. But there is also a case of the leftover an offering that is not susceptible to the impurity of food. How so? If it was left overnight before the sprinkling of the blood on the altar, it is not susceptible to its impurity of food, or it never became fit for consumption. But if it was left overnight after the sprinkling of the blood, it is susceptible to its impurity of food, since from after the sprinkling of the blood until it was left overnight, it was fit for consumption. The Brayta continues, and with regard to pickle, both in cases of offerings of the most sacred order, so Kodshei Kadoshim, of the most sacred order, this category of offerings includes burnt offerings, sin offerings, guilt offerings, and communal peace offerings. Due to the high sanctity, a number of unique halachot apply to them. First, these offerings are slaughtered only in the northern section of the temple courtyard. Second, they are eaten only on the day the animal is sacrificed and the night